You wake up to an alarm you set yourself. That alone puts you ahead of the millions who hit snooze on their life every single day. You get out of bed. You go to work. Maybe it's not your dream job. Maybe it barely pays the bills. But you show up. That's the first win of the day, and most people ignore it. But not you. You're not where you want to be. But you're not where you used to be either. And that, right there, is growth. We live in a world obsessed with success. The cars, the followers, the flex. But here's the truth no one wants to admit. Most of it is fake. That influencer posting from Dubai? Credit card debt. That guy with the Rolex? Leasing it. The people who make it look easy usually skipped showing you the hard part. But you're in the hard part right now, and you're still standing. That's real. That's what winners do. Maybe you only have $500 in your savings account. You know what that means? You've already proven you can save. That's a skill. That's momentum. That's more than most people have, because most people are broke and in denial. You've made a budget. You're tracking your spending. You know where your money is going. You've started investing, maybe just $10 a week. But you've started. That's the key. You're in the game. You're learning about Roth IRAs, 401ks, index funds, compound interest. Not because someone forced you to, but because you chose to. You're taking ownership of your financial life, and that's the beginning of transformation. You've said no to fast food, skipped the new iPhone, ignored the hype around get-rich-quick nonsense, and instead, you made another contribution to your investments. That's discipline. And discipline pays better than dopamine. You see your friends taking vacations you can't afford. You feel behind because you're not posting success all over social media. But here's the thing. Success that's real doesn't need to be broadcasted. It shows up later, quietly, strong, unshakable. Your savings account? Quiet. Your investment account? Quiet. Your emergency fund? Silent. But all those things are louder than any flex online. They scream one word: security. Look at where you came from. You didn't get handed a blueprint. You didn't get the cheat codes. Maybe no one taught you about money growing up. Maybe you made a ton of mistakes. But you're here now, learning, adjusting, building. That's the beginning of every success story you've ever heard. You've read books. You've watched videos. You've had late-night anxiety about your future. And instead of ignoring it, you used that feeling to drive change. You started asking questions. You started making moves, even if they were small, even if no one noticed. And let's talk about debt. If you've paid off even a single credit card, you've already climbed a hill others refuse to even look at. You've broken a cycle. You've drawn a line in the sand and said, no more. You're not just surviving. You're strategizing. You're moving differently. That matters. You're working overtime, hustling on the weekends, learning a new skill in your spare time. That's effort no one sees, but it adds up. The compounding power of effort is just as real as compounding interest. And one day, both will pay off. You're not splurging every paycheck. You're not living for the weekend. You're not buying status. You're buying freedom. Every dollar you don't spend on flexing is a dollar that buys you future time. Time to be with your family. Time to travel. Time to wake up without an alarm. That's real wealth. And even if you're not perfect, even if you occasionally slip, spend too much, or feel like giving up, you keep coming back. You reset. You refocus. You keep going. That's what separates the ones who make it from the ones who don't. You're ahead because you're aware. You're aware of what you want. You're aware of what you're building. You're aware that wealth isn't about how much you earn. It's about how much you keep, how well you grow it, and how intentionally you use it. That awareness is your secret weapon. People will laugh. People will judge. People will post about their overnight wins while you quietly stack your long-term gains. Let them, because while they're chasing trends, you're building a foundation. One day, your net worth will speak louder than their likes. Your progress is invisible to most. No one claps for staying in on a Friday night to save money. No one praises you for choosing index funds over meme coins. No one celebrates when you cancel a subscription you don't use. But you know what you're doing. You know what it means. And deep down, you know where it's taking you. So don't stop. Don't wait for someone else to validate your path. The real ones, the ones who get it, they don't need to see results to believe. They trust the process. They trust themselves. They trust time. You're doing better than you think. Not because everything is perfect, but because you've decided not to stay where you started. Because every day you show up, learn, grow, and try again. You prove that your future is still in your hands. And one day, soon, you'll look back and laugh at the doubt. You'll smile at the struggle. You'll thank yourself for every step, every choice, every delayed gratification. Because they added up. They built the life you dreamed of, one smart decision at a time. This is Compound State, and we're here to remind you, slow progress is still progress. Quiet wins are still wins. You're not lost, you're learning. You're not behind, you're building. And whether you believe it yet or not, you're doing better than you think.